Yo, what's good with you guys? Alright, so we're doing a quick sample tutorial today. You know, Future just dropped this new album. We're gonna check out how to make samples like that. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so of course y'all heard the preview. First off, I just had a simple pad one shot. So it's really simple. So you want to find like a really ambient pad first, right? I use this one right here. Just a super ambient sound. So Sinister's Volume 1 by AJ was here. This is pad 1. This one-shot kit, man, is the answer to my prayers, honestly. I use it for like 80% of the sample. Let's lay down a similar pattern. So first, I just tend to build a minor chord, right? And then this top note right here, alternate between these like one-step notes right here. And then I'll just pitch the center up. And at this point, I'm just gonna kind of shorten this top note right here. The top notes are kind of what I'm gonna make the melody out of. And then I'll just paste it over. Maybe we can add just a few more. Maybe just add it right over here. Do Control B. I'm just honestly just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For these kind of samples, it's just really a game changer, man. I'm never gonna stop using that technique. And then with effects, it sounds like this. Let me just put my original pattern back and I'll break down the effects. I'm just too lazy to go into the history panel right now. Boom. Yeah, so for effects, I just set a halftime. It's totally default, but this knob right here, I bring it all the way over here. Honestly, what it does is it creates like some kind of swelling thing. Chase Vibes from 𝕊𝕌𝔹𝕊𝐿 put me onto it. Shout out to him, bro. That's a sick trick, honestly. It sounds so good. It's like that right there. And then I added a realm. I use a Valentine backwards preset right here. And then I just added an EQ and just kind of get rid of these lower frequencies right here. Just kind of sounding really muddy. So the next thing I did was I just went into this pattern right here. I clicked on Control C and then I opened up another pad right here. Control V, and I just shifted it over 1/4 of a bar. And that sounds like this. Super sick, man. And this pad was actually a bell. That was bell 17 from the Sinister's one-shot kit. And then I have the exact same effects right here, just the same as the other bell. So yeah, when you combine the shifted version with the original, it sounds like this. So yeah, that's that. Now at this point, I start adding accents, like little bell things and stuff like that. So next, I just add this bell right here. This is just a minor chord with just another D sharp on top. And yeah, I honestly just kind of ticked in some notes that I thought sounded cool, like where you make a chord and then you just shift it over like that. It sounds really good. And it's also in triplet. That bell was key number 10 from AJ's one-shot kit. So yeah, without effects, it sounds like this. So yeah, first off, I just added a limiter and I really cranked up the volume. I already maxed it out right here. Another way to do it is to go in here and just turn it up right here. And then I just added a reverb. Then I added an EQ, one harsh frequency right here that I wanted to take out. I didn't want to get rid of it, I just kind of wanted to decrease it just a little bit. And then I just added a halftime. And these are my settings for that. Make sure to turn the mix level down a little bit. And then I just added an effect rack with a pan man to pan it left and right in my headset. And then I just added this little snare one shot. I just had an EQ to take out all the low end, and then a reverb, and then a chorus effect. This is a Juno chorus effect. It's a really, really nice effect. It's not like the crappy chorus plugins. Kind of spread it out some. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's raining right now. It's raining pretty hard. Wow. Hopefully that's not a distraction. So next, I just added this guitar one shot. All this is just a triplet minor chord with just this like turned up. Make sure your snap is on 1/3 or 1/6 so you can do like a triplet. And that guitar was a classic bass A. Also from AJ's one-shot kit, I put a bunch of effects on it, and I just wanted it tucked in the background. Like I just wanted you to hear it. I didn't want it to be like the main star of the whole track. So the key of the MIDI is D sharp. So what I did was I pitched up this guitar to A sharp, and then I took a sound shifter. I just pitched it down 7 semitones, and it kind of makes it sound like a little more mellow. It just kind of makes it sound really deep. And then I just added a chorus again. And then I added a guitar rig. I use a retro circuit preset. It just kind of dulls it down and then adds some reverb. Of course, it's super muddy. There's a ton of low end that sounds really bad. So I just put an EQ on and did like a really weird kind of curve right here to just kind of make it sound like a little more the way I wanted it to. And then I added another EQ to just shape it again because this first EQ literally wasn't enough. It had so much low end in it. It's just nice and tucked away in the background. It just sounds really good. Then I just added this flute. And that just repeats. It's just a triplet right here. No effects on it. The flute by itself sounded really good. This is only a $20 flute. It sounds really, really good. And then I just added this other flute right underneath it. So also really simple, just here's a triplet thing again, and then just like 2 notes. And I don't think these are the root notes. I just kind of picked out these notes right here that sounded really good with it. So yeah, and I just had a little bit of reverb on that. And then I just added a vocal. And these 2 vocals were also from AJ's one-shot kit. This man has vocals in here too, and he did them all by himself. This is his voice. He has a really good voice, man. Shout out to him, bro. This is crazy. Like, I'm gonna be using this one-shot kit a lot. So yeah, I just kind of pitched it to match the sample, and then I just had an EQ to cut off some highs, and then a 7th heaven with the vocal chamber preset. And then finally, I just added this texture. With an EQ, a halftime, and a stereo enhancer on it. And by the way, what the stereo enhancer does is it kind of spreads it out on your headset. So this is without it. And this is with it. On the master channel, all right, so let me just turn off this bottom row of effects right here because I added those on later. So this will actually pitch the sample up because I had a sound shifter on it. I added a portal, and I added the crisp preset from Mechanisms 2 by 𝕊𝕌𝔹𝕊𝕂. Really fire preset, a little something in the background. I turned it down really low. And then I just added a sound shifter to pitch it down 1 semitone. And then just an EQ. If you pull it down just a little bit right here, it really clears up your sample and makes it sound a lot less muddy. So yeah, after that, I clicked on this button down here, disk recording, rendered a WAV file, and then I rendered it out to this right here. And then I just added a bass. And that was the Growler Moog bass from Omnisphere. And then I just added 2 textures from Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. First was a Station X. And the second right here was the Czar. So yeah, I just added an EQ on that. And then when you combine everything and put on the master effects, which was a sound shifter to pitch it down 2 more semitones, compressor, it kind of glues everything together and makes it sound really good. You can do this with any compressor. And then the final EQ to give it like a little curve. So yeah, if you guys got something from this tutorial, please let me know in the comments and maybe subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, till next time.